pill.
Hey, y'all, come on in.
Come on in here.
That's what you're doing now? You come on in the room and
I thought I'd mess with you. You should see your face. You're like, wait, that's my part. That's what I do.
you got it, player. You got it. Welcome once, welcome twice. Welcome in the name of Jesus Christ. No. Come on in, tell us where you're from. Okay, if I had time to come on all up and through there. Hey, Miss Danielle, how are you? Just inviting some people to the room. Hey, video. We're not going to throw the hamburger. That's so funny. Hey, Mildred, how are you?
I can't never find the doggone broadcast. That's the one with our picture, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Said we couldn't find anything to show.
And so we live right there. How's everybody? Ooh, I look real. Sure.
No.
I'm coming up. And I'm doing my best to make it in. Wonderful I am. Okay, girl. You say you are wonderful. Daniel said she good. I'm gonna be wonderful too one day, Mildred.
One day.
Look, day to day. Look, I got bad. Oh my eye. This was a rough day. Don't start that Richmond Heights, Florida mess.
Why you such a hater?
Chanel. Come here. Hey, Miss Amelia, how are you?
What's going on? Hello, everyone.
I ain't seen Amelia in a long time. Memphis, Tennessee in the building.
There you go. Stand up.
Stand up?
Yes.
They were sitting down?
Yes. You know, Richmond Heights is already standing up.
Oh, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So y'all come on in and tell us how your day was. Tell us how you doing. What's happening?
Amelia said her day was amazing. She a size -2. Look, I feel like I need to hide my weight loss fooling with Amelia. She a size -2. I don't know. I just finished my first 3 chapters, so I have a break. Okay, girl. Listen, I need to show Cedric this picture of Amelia and Dani. Dani was sharp. I think he cut everybody on Sunday. He had to preach a word to the people.
I think I seen that. Was that the
Mm-hmm. But look here. Where Amelia at? Where's she at? Where's she at, honey?
Oh, I see you.
Where is Amelia at? My friend is gone, Lord.
No, that's Gone with the Wind Fabulous.
Gone with the Wind Fabulous. Hey.
Twirling.
Hey, April.
Whirl of girling.
What's that? Dissertation bound. All right, girl.
Oh, that's right.
You better be dissertated.
Right.
Be dissertated.
Better you than me.
You don't want to be dissertated?
Not right now. April said hello. You saw that?
I just showed Amelia. I just showed him your pictures.
That's
and
the
your
same one
Sunday.
she got right there.
I know. I just showed you the picture though.
Right. Well, I saw Dani's. I didn't see hers.
Dani was gonna bring the words of God.
There you go.
Yeah,
he
so
was
you had
clean
seen
now.
Mildred had her onesie on. She said she didn't dare wear onesie until she lost weight. She said she didn't want to look like a something she called herself a roller pole. Something she said, I don't remember.
That's all right. She got it on
Hey,
now,
Miss
though.
Nicole. You haven't seen you in a while. We've been here.
Where your ones?
We've been here. Ooh, child. Ooh. I can't say you don't like what you've been through. 'Cause I like what I've been through today. Ooh, child. Yeah.
What this do?
I don't know. You know how when you cry, you got have little bags. I had to. I'm trying to push them back.
Oh, I was wondering what that do.
I don't know. I was just trying to move the bags back.
Rub 'em.
Penguin on bat. Oh, she said she wouldn't be Penguin on Batman. That's why she ain't wear no one.
I can see that.
I don't know Penguin on Batman.
You know, he always had that like a one piece thing on, and he kind of small at the bottom and like a upside down bowling ball pin.
Oh Lord, here come Richmond Heights cousin now.
Yes, sir.
That's
Hey,
why
Mike.
we don't invite Richmond Heights to the family reunion for this very reason. See,
Let me say still looking like your daughter.
Listen, I take it, even though like the day was a long periodical day. Just came back from the doctor. I'm supposed to have surgery in a few weeks. And I'm trying to cancel it. Look, the Lord is fixing my foots. Anybody got time for no surgery? Ain't the right bang.
That's right.
Because Cedric got to carry me and bathe me then.
Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute.
So we about to get started all up in the building.
Mine froze up.
What's froze up?
The thing. We were else and them.
Really?
Yeah. I can't find it again. There we go.
All right, well, here we go.
There we go. Back on. All right.
So today,
what we doing?
On today, we are doubling back on a topic we did some years ago.
Mm-hmm. And which topic is that?
Being independent and married. Can you be independent and married? What is being independent and married? If that's God's way of marriage, you know, all those good things. Amelia said, "We'll keep you covered. Please keep me covered, child." So tonight we really want to hear from you guys. If anybody wants to join in, I can send you the link. You can come on. But we want to talk about being independent and married, and what does that look like? Is that such a thing?
Be independent like little Webby.
Listen, that's how people spend. Yeah, I remember
that.
You know that's how people learn how to spell independent.
Is it?
People, listen, I
Do
laugh.
you know what that means?
I remember one of the kids said they were taking a test, and they was like, it was Sean. He just started singing the song. It was so funny. I said, you know what? Hey,
it works. It works.
Hey, anyway, you bless me, Lord.
I'm trying to tell you.
So,
look, I guess some prayers work because you remember for the triplets, you used to pray specifically when they had tests and stuff for it to come back to their remembrance.
Their remembrance.
That was my first time really hearing something like that because obviously my mama didn't pray that for me. Make an A on this test, I'm gonna whoop your behind.
She did not do that to you.
I don't care how you do it. It ain't my business. Just make an A. Cheat, whatever. Don't get caught.
Okay, am I the only one used to pray for their children for what they studied to come back to their remembrance?
That's the first time I heard of it. I was like, that's pretty neat.
Well, I mean, you know, you of course you have to study for that to come back to your remembrance.
Yeah, my mom went about that life.
What life was she about?
Get an A or else. You gonna catch these hands?
Mildred, did you pray that for your children as well?
She said no.
Well, I know. I said I'm not the only one, and she said no.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what she meant.
Yeah. I'm about that.
Well, you know, hey, I know I had, I think my prayer came from. So she did. Okay. Came from test phobias.
Amelia said she did too.
Oh, Amelia did too. Listen, Amelia. See, he the only one in here. You know, I knew he wasn't saved. He just
what? I didn't do what?
You wasn't saved.
Why?
Because you ain't heard about bringing back your remembrance. The Lord can do all things.
What they got to do with being saved?
You say your mama ain't pray for you. She said.
She said, but I still got good grades. She didn't pray that.
You got threatened.
No matter, it worked.
That's too funny.
Them grades were right on punch.
So anyway, that was funny. But I mean, it used to work. I had test phobia. So if I got on a test, even if I study,
freeze up.
I would have a mental block. So even when I would study, I could study at home. You can drill me. I knew everything. Get the test, be like,
What a day is.
I don't even look at it. It's like none of this stuff look familiar.
You don't study all night long.
Oh my God. I think used to do something to my spirit.
Yeah, just the nerves getting to you.
Yeah.
Anywho.
All right, guys. So can you be married, independent, and married?
Yes. I wasn't saying yes. I was just yes.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Right. Well, I know you don't like my response, but I think it can be done, but it depends on what your definition of independent is.
But there's not but one definition of independent. Like we make our own definitions, but
no, I think some people can take it to an extreme.
No, okay, but listen.
Well, let's look it up and see.
Let's look it up. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. That's what the blind man said.
Then said you better be what? Independent and married? No, Dan, I'm about to bring you on. I'm about to send you a link, let you join and see, because I stuff might go left. Hold on, let me go.
Yeah, we need to go there. Go on, yeah. You were talking all that trash. You can't spell it. You need to sing the song. I-N-D-E.
Oh God.
You struggling. All right, read it up. What did it say? Read.
Oh, you in church now?
Read.
Yep. Y'all coming on? What y'all saying? Okay. What does it say?
Number 1, it's an adjective. Free from outside control.
Hold on. How you gonna be married and free from outside control?
But you are free from outside.
Outside means
out. Married, you on the inside.
No, we talking about as a couple.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I already debunked what you
Here you go.
About.
Read.
So not depending on another's authority.
Okay. So wait a minute. So not depending on another's authority.
Another outside of
no, not depending on another's authority. If you are married, according to the words of God, the man is over you. He's the head of the household. So it says not depending on another's authority.
Right. And let's read the second definition.
Hold on, here go.
You should never leave your independence in marriage.
Now, according to the definition in the Bible, that's not a fact. Now, we just read the definition. Keep going. Read.
2 says not depending on another for livelihood or subsistence.
Hold on. Not depending on another for livelihood or substance. Right. Is it when the Bible talks about the man that he's the provider? Man don't work, he don't eat. Isn't that what the Bible talks about with a man? I mean, that's like when he talks about the man. I can't remember the scripture now because I didn't.
Yeah, I'm confused. You've been another demand about what? I don't. What's happening? I don't know what you're saying. Can y'all help me decipher what was just said? Another demand when he said to the mother and the man, and in the Bible, and in the man when the other said and the man said.
He said, should be an angel's advocate. No, I'm not. I believe that.
What you believe?
That you can't be married. You can't be independent and married. Now, we don't want you broken and married. We want you whole.
Well, I think what you could say is don't lose your identity.
Still
be who you are.
Yes, your identity.
And be married. Correct.
But independence, according to the definition, does not go in line with the word of God.
Don't mean to say that's your definition. We agree with your husband. I think identity and independence are viewed synonymously when they're two different things. They're twain. Okay.
So because Amelia is confused, then it's my fault. So she obviously ain't dissertating enough on her dissertation. We're gonna give you another topic on your dissertation list.
Yes, you definitely cannot have your identity wrapped up in your spouse.
I agree.
Like your whole thing can't be I'm Angie's husband. That's who I am.
That's what people call you, though.
That's exactly, and it's quite frustrating. You Angie's husband? No, I have a name. Okay, sir, I'm not. That's not my name. It's Angie's husband.
Oh God.
Kendra says being independent goes against the concept of biblical marriage.
That is so true, Kendra. And this is the thing. I have so many people that so many Christian women, I'm gonna say that first, that will come for me when I say you can't be independent and married. But I think what Cedric said is correct. They're thinking of their identity and not their independence, because the definition, we just read it for that reason, because he said people have different definitions.
Right.
Well,
that's true, because I was saying that because I know people will say we both is confused over here, right?
Be confused then.
But no, I know people will say that you have to be independent, but I think they're leaning more toward the identity piece than actually independent by definition. That's why I say, what's your definition of independent?
Right. And I was saying whole, but what you're saying is your identity, because so often we get married and we no longer have any hobbies or have anything that we do for ourselves.
You turn into the lady that was supposed to marry Eddie Murphy on Coming to America. Right. Whatever you like. What's your favorite food? Whatever you like.
That's true.
Do you have a favorite pet? Yes. Whatever one you like.
So we talked about, is there anything else on here?
Just the two. There you give well, it can be used as an adjective or a noun. Noun obviously referring to independent person or body.
It also says self-sufficient, self-supporting.
That's similar, but not quite the same.
So,
but you should be self-sufficient in a marriage to a certain extent.
So, what is your definition of self-sufficient?
I don't know. Look it up again. Webster. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about independent.
So, do you think all these women that are hollering out about they being independent, and I ain't talking about married women, I'm just saying women in general, do you think that plays a part in people not being married or not staying married?
Of course.
Why?
Because it doesn't lead to the right mindset to be successful in marriage. A lot of those women that's hollering about independent are single. So their definition of independent is another word for single. I'm independent. Oh, so you single, you don't have a man. Okay. Now we know why.
Cedric, you went down the wrong road.
It's the truth. Then you got to hit them with the Tabitha. I hope love finds you and holds you oh so tight. But it probably won't, because you're independent.
So I can't even fool you. So being independent,
yes,
and married,
aka here's a cat. Paul say end the single. Exactly. Here's a cat for you.
Oh my God.
Mark says the question is, what are you independent from?
It always take Mark Clark to have us
you're standing independent from your relationship. You're not letting the relationship of marriage define who you are.
Read. So that's a good question. So what are you independent from?
Stay with me and I will bless you.
Well, I know when I hear women talk about being independent, they usually say, I have my own money, my own car, my own house. I don't need a man.
And that is the very attitude that makes them single.
Or when they get married, because they want marriage.
They don't.
Listen, they want marriage, but they don't want what marriage comes with.
No, they don't want what marriage actually is.
Right. Well, marriage comes with work. And people think we're saying like, oh no, don't be a dissertation. Like Amelia.
Right. Paul said, I believe independence can be in likes and hobbies, etc., but goals should be a unified thing in a marriage.
See now, Paul, you missed the first part because we read the definition of independence, and that would
that's more of identity.
So Cedric brought out identity versus independence.
Correct.
And your identity is your hobbies and things you like to do and who you were, who you are.
Correct.
But the independence, even the mindset behind independent,
right,
is I got me, I don't need anybody else.
Right.
And truth be told, even if you're not talking about a marriage or a relationship, everybody needs somebody.
Right. You were designed to be with other people. That's the whole thing about human race. We need compatibility, not compatibility. We need connections, and what's the word I'm trying to think of?
I don't know how I see fingers move, but I don't know what that means.
It eludes me at the time.
It eludes you. I don't
but
know.
Anyway, we need to be with each other, basically. Mark says marriage should be between two whole single entities who agree to become one.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
See, Mark always put it together. And Mark, that part, I was trying to get my word out early, and I said, I was like being broken.
Right.
And then he brought out the identity.
Companionship. That's the word.
Companionship. Right. But what you said was true. Marriage should be between two whole people.
Right.
We often come together broken, thinking that we're going to fix each other, or you complete me, because we saw that stupid crap in the movies, but that's not real life.
You complete me.
It says singles who becomes one. But that means that you have to let something go.
No, but you see what that says. Who agree to become one.
Yes.
Because a lot of jokers get married,
but
they don't become one.
But let me tell you why. Because we just talked about this. We saw a lot of people that was married, but they had dysfunctional marriage. And they often say, we like what y'all have. But what they have is what they've seen in their family line. They've seen nothing but dysfunction.
Right. Maybe says, your mindset of independence, well, we'll stop right there because that's exactly what I was about to say.
I'm not dealing with Amelia right now.
We need each other.
Yes.
Exactly. Amelia says, sometimes independence is confused with being a separate, unique, and whole individual. And that's why I say that's where identity comes in.
Say it again.
Independence is confused with being a separate, unique, and whole individual. That's your identity.
Identity, right.
And that's why I say people get them intertwined, and they're two different things.
And that's why we have so many problems. People like, I gotta, be myself. I gotta still.
And that's fine.
But I do think some people lose their identity in marriage, but then I think there's some things you need to lose. Some parts of your identity need to be gone.
No, but just like anything else, as marriage grows,
you evolve.
Your identity changes.
Right.
Like when you were a kid, you like certain things that now as an adult you don't like anymore.
If you don't grow and evolve, you are
right. So
your growth is stunted.
Your identity is an ever-changing thing. Mark says all things independent are still relying on other things to flourish.
Okay. But I agree. But the mindset of these young women, and I'm using women because that's where I see a lot of women that are like, I make my own money, so I'm not going to be asking a man where I can spend my money at and what I can do and blah, blah, blah.
See, that's the wrong mindset. And the thing is, even if you got in a relationship, who wants to be with a woman who always talking about they don't need you? How is that?
And that's the thing.
That don't make any sense.
Women are emotional beings. Men are more ego driven. Right. They have to feel needed.
So if you always holler about I don't need you, but we together, so I need to go somewhere where somebody want me. Obviously, right. Nobody wants to not be wanted. Like, why would you be in a relationship with a person who doesn't want you? That doesn't make any sense. Mia says you must have a balance. A false balance in any area is an abomination to the Lord.
Oh.
There you go.
That's what happened when you're doing a dissertation right there. You be an abomination.
Abomination. Paul could say, pass the offering plate. Said,
listen. But I really wish that women would get this and not make it about anybody gonna tell me what to do. Everybody wants some form of covering. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was your daddy, whether it was, like you want something.
Mark says the popular definition of independence infers that you are not accountable to anyone.
Right.
Like, everybody's accountable to somebody, no matter
My
who
husband
you are.
was telling somebody that the other day, he said, one of my kids, I think it was, he was like, there is nobody that got to where they are without some help from somewhere.
Course, right.
Now, like, oh, I climbed the ladder myself, and I did this and I did that.
No, you didn't.
You did that, but somebody had to help you somewhere. Now,
course.
You might not want to give them credit. You might not realize what they did, but there is something that somebody had to give for you to get where you are. But people just think that it's all about me.
But not only that, like Mark was saying about accountability, even if you own your own business and you're the boss, you're still accountable to your customers, because without customers, you don't make any money and you no longer have a business.
Correct.
So you're accountable to somebody all the time.
Right.
So I mean, these kids got it twisted. Like, we're not out here a free fall.
But that's because that's what the music and the lifestyle, like the housewives and nobody a housewife, like the marriages you see on TV, the wife got the man act like he got panties on. Yeah. And so we start to think that that's normal.
Well, and they also, all those shows too, they treat the man like another one of the children. He's sneaking and doing stuff and don't tell your mama and all this kind of mess.
So Dani and Mark, Paul, do y'all have to sneak and do stuff look from your wife, like y'all
right, like
one of your kids?
One of the kids. There you go. I better not let her see. I'm gonna get grounded.
I don't know what that's about though.
That's crazy. That's why I can't watch that mess.
Well, I don't watch that either, but
I can't do it.
I just know the time. I have tried to watch it a few times, but I just really feel like they are shaping this next generation
with some
foolishness.
Yep.
We were talking about how hold on. She talking about try it. Ain't nobody studying her.
Well, I think because sincere vulnerability is necessary for a good, healthy marriage, it's hard for the independent people to have good marriages.
Because there's no vulnerability.
Right.
But listen, vulnerability means that I am in a place that you could actually hurt me.
Right. Well, but the thing too, like we said about mindset, is if you already coming into a relationship thinking I do what I want to do and you don't tell me and I don't need nobody, how successful is that relationship going to be? Because your mindset is already, you know what I'm saying, like throwing shade at the other person. Like, we're all adults. You can't make a grown person do anything. But if you love and respect that person, you should want to do it.
Right.
I shouldn't have to make you treat me like you should or listen to my opinion on things.
Right.
If you're getting ready to make an important decision, you should want to get my input. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be marrying that person anyway. I agree. Right? If you making decisions and you don't even think to consider this other person, that means you don't respect them. Right? I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
Guess what? No sneaking necessary in this kingdom. Paul said the same thing. No sneak needed.
But that's the thing, though. When you are in a healthy relationship, you don't need to sneak, because we are on the same team. So you don't want to withhold from me, like, it actually.
If I want to do something, like, look, babe, this is what I want to do. What you think?
But like, it does you pleasure to do for your spouse.
Of course.
But of course, that's that.
Well, I don't know about everybody, but I do for my wife all the time.
You
Not
do.
Just special occasions.
Right, and you're right. And like I said, but that's kind of stuff you can't pay for.
Right.
You can't pay for somebody that will treat you with love and respect. It's hard to get somebody to see that when you give your all, people will give to you.
Right.
Well, people, but also your spouse.
Derek says, "Amen, my brother. We are one."
But I really would. But people love to say we are one.
Yeah.
But they're not really one.
But that, again, like I said, that goes to your mindset. If before you're in a relationship, you hollering about, I got my own, you don't tell me what to do, and this is mine, I don't need you, you're not going to think that we are one. Because your mindset is the complete opposite of that already before you even start a relationship.
Right.
So how do you think that's going to be successful?
I agree.
And that's what's so sad, because I don't want all these sisters to be out here single like this, because we need some strong relationships to help the community. But until they change that mindset, they're not going to be able to do it.
It's so funny because they love and long for the relationships that we have and that they see, but they don't want the work. They want it with their conditions, and that's not really how it is.
Yeah. Paul says your marriage should make Valentine's Day just another day, really.
Yeah, and that's true. It's so funny because I laugh because we don't really do anything on Valentine's Day. I told my Mark, I said, Mark, I said, you could do something instead of, you can like just hold my hand or something in the house.
Really?
Because it'd be such a regular day. You'd be like, oh my God.
You get Valentine's Day every day.
That's true.
Shay says, I was very independent, but once I met my soulmate, I learned that I don't have to do it all by myself. That was for all aspects of my life. I've never been submissive until now, and I'm still learning.
Well, that's good.
True. Derek said, I try my best to live it. That's like the man in the is the head of the house. It's true, but some brothers need to stand up. That's true.
Again, sometimes they don't know what it looks like to lead.
Right.
They've never seen a man lead.
Right.
They have only seen abusive, toxic relationships. So if you've never seen anyone lead, you don't know how to lead. You can read the Bible, but what does that look like in practical application if you don't have a source, a visual source, I guess I should say?
Well, I always think that if I was a woman, I would love to have somebody else take the lead, because if something get messed up, it's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something happens, it's don't look at me. Hey, he the one.
But that sounds good. But that still means that while everything else everything in our environment is telling us that don't let nobody tell you what to do, don't let no man tell you this, that, and the other, the Bible tells us different. So we want what the Bible says that we should have, but we don't want to succumb to the peer pressure of, what you mean you can't go buy these shoes and this outfit or spend whatever on this ticket? You worked all week. You know, you make good money. You make more money than he do. What does that mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, too, everyone doesn't always have the long game in mind. So when you're thinking about stuff, you're thinking about instant gratification sometimes. So that's another reason, like I said, if you get somebody that compliments you, it's not about him telling you what to do. It's about you guys game planning to have the best legacy and get as far as you can. You know what I mean? So it's not a matter of telling you what to do. You should be happy to have a teammate that got your back to help you, so you don't have to carry the load by yourself. That just make good sense to me, but you know.
But making good sense, just like when people fight in relationships, and we're telling them that if you work together, things would be so much better at home, your finance, everything. But to get people to actually see that switch is,
if everybody do a little bit, it's easier than one person trying to do everything. I didn't read that comment, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Paul said, we have too many children raising children by themselves, and it's hard to break the cycle. They aren't being biblically taught. That's true, because, you know, when we were young, we had big mama and grandma. Now, no more grandma. Grandma at the Elks Lodge. So you trying to keep no children. Keep your own children.
At the ambulance.
Or somewhere. Shaking it fast and watching herself. Looking back at it.
Wait, well.
Exactly.
Well.
So that's the problem. Ain't no more big mama. Ain't nobody learning nothing.
Ain't no more big mama.
Look, we were little. Even if your mama didn't go to church, you had to go to Sunday school, vacation Bible school. You don't even know what a church at.
I laugh because we used to see kids. I don't even know who your mama is. Yeah. They would just, the kids would come.
Listen, that church bus was full. It'd be 40 people on that church bus going to vacation Bible school, going to Sunday school.
Right?
Yeah, buddy. There they said we beat them Canes. So, oh no, I'm with you.
Listen, don't start him with that FSU stuff. Listen, he is not even a Facebook person, but he been on there trolling people.
Talking trash.
Talking so much trash.
Yeah, buddy.
And he be responding. He don't even respond to people. He been responding.
Right. Boy, I been
I
on one.
So anyway, what we talked about?
All these independent or indie single, as Paul calls them.
Paul said indie single. That's
people's out here. They're Paul mad. Don't be mad, Paul. We still love you, brother. Hey, let me hit Paul with the sad face emoji.
Don't do him like that. Paul, he gave you a sad face emoji.
It's okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
It's okay. Summer breeze will be back maybe later.
What's the blank for? Look.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what the blank means.
Nah, they were looking after the game, I guess. I don't know.
Oh. They look blank. So stupid.
I told them people bust. Right, that did. Ain't no big mama no more. They at the club. Right. Young people don't even know how to fill out.
He probably been joking.
Yeah, they sure is. Eating them fried fish sandwiches.
Well, man. Lost my train of thought. I really wish we had back in the day where when they say the young women, the other mothers, the mothers would teach the young girls some things.
Well, see, even if you didn't have, and that's the other thing too, what was the importance of going to church? Because even when we were young, the mothers of the church would give you wisdom.
Right.
Like, boy, tuck your shirt in. Boy, do this. Boy, you need to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if your grandmother wasn't around, you still had some motherly figures that would get you where you need to be. But if you're not going to the church house, then where are you getting that wisdom from? Because if your grandma ain't giving it to you, your mama sure ain't got it. So where you get it from?
The club.
Like, I used to love to sit and talk to my granddaddy because he'd be telling me all kind of stuff. I was like, for real, granddaddy? He'd be like, yeah, boy, you ain't know.
You know, what we laugh at is this generation, you can't tell them anything. Mm-hmm. We taught all of our children, especially our boys, to wear undershirts. You know, undershirts catch the sweat, keep your shirt from being funky. Mm-hmm. Undershirt keep you from being so stank. You know, like if you it kept you from your chest being exposed in this cold weather, things of that nature.
Right.
I got one that he refused to wear undershirt. He don't get it, but his shirt's always funky. Mm-hmm. But you got to realize that they don't want to listen. My daddy still wear undershirt. You can't have your chest out loud. Like those are just things that they taught you that you learned that they was for real.
They know what they talking about.
They know what they talking about.
Yeah.
Like I saw somebody out the other day with they baby at like 2 weeks. Old people would tell you still open.
Right. You can't be
the mama's still open. You are open. But really, the body, the doctors, if you were talking to one that's old, they would tell you that, that your stuff is still, you still wide open, really. Your body has not healed yet. You don't put yourself out there like that because you don't have anything to fight.
Oh, we missed one.
I'll go up one.
All right. Paul says, the young ones today think they know so much because of the internet. And that's what I was going to say too. Can't tell them nothing because they already know.
Right. They're going to Google it. And listen, but they don't realize anybody can put something on
anything
Google.
On the internet. Don't mean it's true. Church was never ours for us. You took your butt to church every Sunday. I wish we had our pants drooped. Yeah, no, none of that. Boy, them old ladies, the ushers snatch you up.
Listen, every church mother would have whooped your butt.
But not just the ushers, everybody.
That's what I'm saying. The church mother, I'm talking about they all. When I say church mother, I mean the men, women in church. They all would have whooped your butt.
Usher boy number 3, with them old ladies, them white gloves. Boy, they'll pinch the steak at you. We'll go back.
Oh, sorry.
Paul said, I taught my kids that mentorship is better than experience. True. Yeah.
I try to talk to her, but it's like talking to a wall sometimes.
Listen, them old ladies, give me that gun. Shut your mouth. You're not talking. But what? You ain't going to no bathroom. The pastor get through preaching. Sit down somewhere.
Right.
Man, please. We had rules and regulations. And
about family whooping.
What? And you gonna follow it.
Yeah, Lord.
Boy, listen. If your mama find out that one of them ushers had to tie you up at church,
you get a whooping too.
What? embarrassing me at that church, oh, I got to have you.
Yeah.
Got to have you.
But then that came into the respect factor that people had for church and for the house of God. Now, these young boys will pull up in the church parking lot with the music loud, cussing, drinking. They fight at churches, at funerals.
Mm-hmm.
And not just the boys, you know,
All
the women, like they don't even know.
Half butt naked.
Listen, they don't even know church etiquette.
Right.
And I ain't talking about saved or not saved, just church etiquette. They don't know it.
In the parking lot, drinking, smoking, all that.
Like, what is going on?
Like, really? You couldn't wait till you got down the road? Like, it'll still be there?
Said brother funeral, and they was trying to give some words for his brother. They cussed it in the pulpit. I say, wait.
Lord have mercy.
But when the pastor came and said he
still got the weed man number,
still got the weed man number on speed
still
dial.
like the taste of
Crown,
a Crown Royal, cognac.
That's it. Even if the pastors were struggling with that back in the day, they wouldn't be telling you that. Nah. Not that you can't say that you struggle with stuff, but
he was saying it like a badge of honor.
Right. It wasn't like I'm having a problem,
right.
whatever.
Pray for me. It wasn't that kind of thing. I say 9:10. I hated the neighbors. Bush next door. Mom ain't okay. The radio ain't have no stations or dials. Yes, sir.
Listen, I really wish, like, I don't like everything that came with the church back in the day because there was a lot of stuff that happened in church that was hidden and covered up.
Of course.
That we really should not have let go on. But the structure
as a whole, I think it's better than what's going on now.
That's just like segregate. I mean, was it segregation? Well, integration.
Integration, yeah.
Like integration. We wanted to be a part because they did have more stuff than we had. But the problem is,
that's not true.
Well, I'm saying, I guess now.
We thought it was, but it wasn't.
Right. And so when we taught our own and policed our own
and shopped in our own shops, we were winning.
I was watching a thing on the Black Panther party, because when you think of them, you just think of what people have said about them, you know, just the militant and they got guns, they did other, but they were about giving into the community, right. And the kids, they had their own school,
the kids, right?
And they said that the schools kept getting raided by the police so often that they had to try to do something else so they could teach the kids.
Right.
Because y'all trying to terrorize the kids all the time.
Of course.
But then that's when you learn your Black history.
Why. They don't want you to know that.
You learned your Black history. You learned your power. You learned your self-worth that we don't have it. We as Black people don't stick together.
As soon as you learn that, they can't pull the stuff that they pull, and we're together as one.
But we're divided
can't stop.
We're divided in our own community.
I know, but I'm saying if that would have been allowed to go on, that wouldn't be the case, because that was bringing everybody together.
Right.
If I see you feeding my child, taking care of my child, so I can go work teaching my child, then we together because you got my back, I got yours,
and we will all be FSU fans. And there would be no stupid Gator stuff. It would just be FSU, Florida State forever. Right. Oh, I'm sorry.
They say people portrayed them to be violent, but they were really exactly.
Right. But see, pro-Black doesn't mean anti-white.
Oh, not at all.
And that's what people love to do. They make
it a dichotomy.
Oh,
two things can be true at the same time.
At the same time.
I can love me and not hate you.
Right.
But they won't let that be the case. Whenever you say anything pro-Black, they're like, oh, you hate us. No, I'm not. I love me. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm not concerned with you at all.
You know, it's the same thing that goes along with the this gay movement. Yeah. People feel like if I believe that the way God says it's supposed to be as man and woman, then I hate gay people. Like, listen, I can believe in the Bible and not hate you. I don't understand why they make it, because the first thing they say you're homophobic.
No, but know
why? Why?
Because they want to be accepted. And if they paint the picture like you hate them, then everybody will get in their band. Well, you shouldn't hate anybody. You're supposed to love everybody.
But I'm saying, but like,
It's-
but they can hate. They can hate our lifestyle for too churchy, too somebody be too promiscuous, like, you know, whatever. They can hate anything about our lifestyle.
Of course.
But if we hate anything about theirs, even if it does not have anything to do with their sexuality, it is about that.
But that's on purpose, though. It's a reason for that, so that you can't come against it, because then you get into the meat and potatoes of it. They want to keep you over here distracted.
I really hated that we have gotten so distracted in general about everything. What is that?
I don't know what you're doing.
In general, about everything that we like. I just people make it. Even when we got started Black Love, people were saying this was a hate group,
right?
And that we weren't following the word of God because we were being divided and divisive and all kind of stuff they were saying about us. And I was like, I can love Black love and want to show to Black men and women that there are successful Black marriages,
right,
or Black marriages that have gone through some things and still matriculating through this life together happy. Like, you can, I don't understand how me want like Black love mean I don't like white love. Right. Like, we're for marriage. I don't care what color you are. But why is it not okay for me to help my people?
Yeah, but everything else is already white love. Everything you see on TV, every movie, everything is over. But it's okay. We can focus on that. But this is the thing too. They like to say that about the Bible being, but the Bible and God in general is actually very divisive. It's 1,000 scriptures that say, "Come out from among them, be ye separate." So, okay. I mean, if you really think about it and look at it, that lets you know that they're not in the Bible, because if you read it, you will see that all the time he's exhorting you to come out from among them, be separate. Don't be a part of what they got going on. Do your own thing over here, like I told you to do. So it's very divisive. Right. That's the whole point of it, to tell you not to do that, do this, that the road to hell is broad and the road to heaven is narrow.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the very definition of this.
Cleavers, right. But listen, but let's think about this. Growing up, all the shows that we saw were white families.
Of course.
Leave It to Beaver, All in the Family. Who was it? I'm talking about the older shows.
You're talking about Growing
Archie
Pains,
Bunker.
The one with the Fox kid.
But I'm just saying, but like, but like even back in the day, Andy Griffith, like everything was white. And so we didn't have any representation of us until later on. You start to see the Jeffersons, the Cosby shows, and the Jeffersons, Lord, had a level of dysfunction.
You see that the Cosby Show, they ain't never come back, and they won't let it come back, along with a Different World, because that uplifted us. Like, we can't have that.
And it really bothers me that I can't love my people without you feeling like I hate you.
Well, you can.
And that's the whole issue with Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
Well, you gotta hate you hate the soldiers, and you hate the army, and you hate this. No, boy, listen. And I had somebody, because I don't stand. I don't stand nothing. And somebody said, "Oh, well, it's not honoring the men and women of the service." I said, I have brother-in-law, several cousins, all kind of family members that have served, and all of them have said, "I serve for you to have the choice."
Right.
The choice for me to sit down if I want to.
Right.
For me to stand if I want to. But I don't have a choice when I get shot because I got pulled over.
Right.
Or to worry about if my son's gonna come home.
Andy Griffith was mama's boy.
Oh God.
Right.
So was the Opie was special too.
Right. I just had a conversation with Joy the other day about how I watched The mess.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Not realizing what I was watching. That's it. Right.
But listen, Cedric was telling me a lot of the stuff was really racial in that show.
Oh,
now, if you ever go back and look at some of the old shows,
they're super racist.
They are really racist.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, first of all, General Lee.
Right.
Right. But you think about like Archie Bunker.
Oh God. I watched the episode where, because what happened was the Jeffersons was a spinoff of that show.
I didn't know that.
So what happened, the Jeffersons lived next door to them. And he would come over and they would interact. And that's how they introduced the Jeffersons through the Archie Bunker show. And the stuff that he was saying, that's how when George Jefferson was calling him a honky and all that, because he was calling him racial names too. So they were going back and forth with the banter.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it all started.
Wow.
Yeah.
But if you go back and look at them old shows, but even don't go back that far. If you go
in the night.
Oh God.
Yeah. My mama loved that joke.
My daddy watching Heat of the Night too. Like, I don't know what. Yeah. But check this out. If you think about you make me lose the name of the show. Shoot.
Hill Street Blues?
No. Did you say Hill Street Blues?
That was super racist too.
Was it?
The cop show. You don't remember that?
Hey, Antoine.
What's going on, buddy? You said yeehaw. Yeah, that was too.
Yeehaw, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Look, Mel's Diner.
Oh, God, yeah.
But no, it was one show. Gosh, what was it? It wasn't any Heat of the Night either.
I think Welcome Back Carter, because they had a couple Spanish people on there. They used to say little derogatory statements to them.
They definitely say
all
stuff all the time. But we grew up hearing nothing but racial stuff, and so we thought that was
cool. That's how it would go.
That was okay.
Right.
And our parents thought it was okay because it was much better than what they had to deal with.
Right.
They wouldn't call niggas like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't say that. So it was better.
Well, at least not to their face. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But we've come a long way, but we have so much to go. Oh, what was that? Different Strokes.
Different Strokes, yeah. And Silver Spoon, Alfonso Ribeiro was on there.
When we start to see Will Smith and that was another good one. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah,
because
successful.
Because he was a successful lawyer. Wife
I think she was a lawyer too, actually.
Yeah, but wife and family. Children in a nice prestigious college. They dealt with some racial issues, how they got put over, and how their son Carlton was clueless. Even when he got put over, he's like, Mr. Officer, like what's he was so clueless about what was going on,
right?
Because he had been sheltered.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we want to keep our children from that stuff, and so.
Well, plus you live in an area where he was a judge.
A judge.
She was an attorney, and so he was known. So they're not gonna mistreat the judge's son, especially when they know who he is in that area.
But then they had times where somebody did.
But that's when they were a little further away from home at college. So they weren't in that one little bubble where, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Archie Bunker, All in the Family. Yeah, we said that one. Webster. And that's the whole thing. All of them was what's that?
What? All of them were being saved by white people.
Come in, boy. Come behind us real quick, big ass. So y'all get behind. Tomorrow, can you get down, son? Oh, sit down. He's so special. Tomorrow is this young man's 16th birthday. So we help me with this little special. We gotta sing what?
It's not your birthday's tomorrow.
We sang it early.
Why?
Because he wants it early, honey.
If he gonna do that, I'm not singing.
1, 2, 3. What is judge?
No, he was saying he was a judge. He wasn't a lawyer. I said he was a lawyer. Yeah. He was a judge. The wife was a lawyer.
Look, Mr. Me said, happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy
on us.
birthday. And he's standing up. You can't see nothing but down here somewhere. Oh, crazy self.
Yeah, all these happy birthdays.
Look, Miss Amelia.
She say same.
Shantae, Miss Howard. Paul.
Everybody say happy birthday.
Shauna. Look at the music notes. You playing the music?
There you go.
So he is happy.
Yes.
And he done got on my last nerve. He been sick last 2 weekends. I think he gave me the cooties as well. Oh, you did give me the cooties.
He did gave me the
cooties. You did gave me the cooties. All right.
Yeah.
She said Scorpio season, Lord Jesus. What does that mean?
Scorpio is when you born in November.
I know what Scorpio, but you saying like
zodiac sign. I'm a Scorpio.
Auntie Chana say happy birthday.
Thank you, chocolate.
It's Auntie Chocolate.
Auntie Chocolate, right.
Yeah.
Circle, dot.
Now I got my cootie. Listen, I thought I had my cootie shots. But child, I struggled something bad. I was masked and gloved for a minute, and I just was like, all times of the night. Look, but yeah, it is just by tall guy.
I'm short.
That's awful. His hip. Right there.
Put something on your feet.
Yes. Kunta Kinte. It was my birthday the other day. That's why I said, Lord, I know you was on a cruise, child.
No, not really, right?
Hey, Auntie John to say, really, Amari?
Respectfully.
He told me respectfully.
Circle yourself.
You know what? Who's sick?
Right. Look, we seeing y'all celebrating.
Yeah, look, they in the waterfall like this.
Frolicking.
I said, but they head back like they on the movie.
They sexy.
I never want to dance again.
Is that what we're playing?
That's what I thought.
Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm.
See, singing all them songs. But listen, think about that before we go. Remember all the radio stations around here was all we ain't had no black station.
No, it was BJ 105.
Everybody listened to BJ 105.
80s rock and roll.
Oh, here she comes.
That's all we had.
She's a man.
And then we had AM was gospel.
Coleman have the cooties. Listen, you look like the waterfall. I didn't know what you was gonna do over there. He's about 2 countries and a cruise and
10-year-old got him when he got home. They'll get you. Them chillins. They'll get you. They don't let them get me though.
So
I hit them with the Heisman. Go on now.
I want y'all to be able to tell people that two things can be
true at the same time.
We can support our black families, our black people, our black culture. We can love our black skin, our black brothers, our black sisters, our black hair, our black lips, our black noses, our black eyes. We can love everything about us that has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with ourselves.
And don't concern yourself about what they feeling and all that foolishness. That's none of our business. Feel how you gonna feel.
Right.
We finna do this.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget WKB. Oh yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was the gospel joint.
Gospel. See, that's all I could listen to was WKB.
Yeah, BJ 105, baby.
See, BJ 105 was when my parents left. I had to go sneak it on, turn the thing on real quick. Or if I was at somebody else's house. But when no BJ 105,
the first thing we had was 102 Jams.
Oh God! Listen, no. What's that box where you used to slide the box? Oh my God! And used to be waiting on somebody to play it.
We didn't have that. We didn't have cable.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
My grandma had that.
Well, we were waiting on somebody to play a song.
No, the station was called The Box, where you go and listen to the music videos. They had local people on there.
Look, I snuck and watched Jukebox, so we couldn't order it. So we used to be I used to have it low.
Or you try to call in request.
And look, it had a little slider. So my parents came out. I'm probably ain't tell anything. I'm like going.
Down there being managed.
The music on the always on the end. Yeah. And so you supposed to be down there. I hear them coming.
You supposed to be down there on PBS Channel 2. 35 on that
Oh my
end.
God, that thing was so funny.
You on the grown end.
Oh my God, they were playing Move Sub, Two Live Crew. I was on that puppet.
Yeah, see the right side is the grown side. Then
Wow.
you look at that when you
I
play
was
bills.
all the way to the right
The
side.
left side is the cheering side.
I went on the cheering side.
Yeah, buddy.
Benny Hill was so inappropriate.
Oh man, what?
But he was sexually inappropriate.
Yeah,
He didn't matter
he's
what.
always had his draws and stuff on.
Chasing women there. I don't know that one.
Monty Python. I didn't watch that one, but
What's
I
that?
remember.
What was
It was like a variety show, like a comedy sketch show. But all those were European shows. Benny Hill, everything. Billy Hill,
Benny Hill.
Monty Python, all
Benny
the
Hill who
European
prayed
shows.
for the people,
Yeah,
precious people.
Listen, we had about 3 channels. We didn't get all that.
Sorry,
We didn't get all that there.
I'm sorry. We had it all.
Yeah, that's your problem now. It's wrong with you now.
Is it?
That would took me so long to get you right. You had the wrong mindset.
I did have the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
It only took 20 years.
That's it. Still a work in progress.
So y'all, we getting ready to
He's got a garcation. Paul came up with the saying of the day: indie single.
indie single. So for all these people that want to be independent,
Yeah.
that is why you're
Paul, you got to trademark that now.
a new look. I gotta remember
Somebody
that
be using your stuff getting paid.
indie single.
Yeah, you got to trademark that quickly now because somebody be done wrote a book called that. They be making all the money off your word.
Right. I'm gonna say
Somebody might be me. I'll take you to dinner though. I got you. Get you some appetizers.
right. Oh
Yeah,
God.
copyright. I got you.
Listen, I need to. That was a good one. Indie single. So
Look.
don't be indie single, y'all.
Yeah, don't be indie single. Be indie together.
Intertwine.
Intertwine.
Indie twine.
Intertwine.
Okay.
Don't be none of that. Identity
Oh,
is what you're looking for, not
If you give me that, if you give me it, I will twine them. No. Oh.
You gonna twine them?
Y'all
Oh,
untied, boy.
Man.
Okay, so tomorrow my eyes won't be puffy anymore.
Yeah. You cried your last tear.
Cried my last tear yesterday. Well, it was today.
Oh, that's the saved version. The unsaved version is marriage. I'm not gonna cry.
What about cry together? Say we cry.
Yeah, well, I didn't cry. But we weren't crying together.
I was crying. You was handing me tissue.
You was.
You was like,
I felt sorry for you.
I was doing my best not to go into an ugly cry. I was doing it. And I was, look, first I didn't think you see me, so I was like, I kind of was like, I had the thing right around. I was like, you don't see me.
I seen your face was all swollen up. I love these people. You all right, Claire? You okay? I did not see that.
My body was not moving. My body was not moving. You are lying.
I said, ooh. I said, ooh.
He told me y'all got the closed caption going crazy.
I know, right?
Listen, all I'm gonna say, I thought I was concealing my tears. Listen, because I was not, my body was not moving. I was drinking my coffee.
No, you were holding it.
I was drinking my
Your whole
coffee.
face was wet. The eye this big, I did not see it.
Listen, so much so that Mar was like, Mom, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. For what? I don't know. Everything.
No, he know.
I'm sorry.
He had been adding on to my torch as well. So I was like, you know what?
Well, look, it wasn't me. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I woke up
It
right
was-
before time to go.
Listen, but it was like this. I was like, he seen me when he had mentioned. I saw him going to the glove compartment. I was like, oh, this
Look,
I was like,
you,
and look, and then it started.
look,
You know how your mama asks you what's wrong, and then you,
look.
Now-
You know, I was like, you ain't gonna crash the car, is you?
I ain't crashed my
You
car.
know, right? You don't crash. I
And you ain't offered to drive.
don't kill us. You like you was all right. You be like, I'd be like, but over. You just like,
God.
I still end up driving anyway.
No, baby, that's 2
Yeah.
seconds.
It don't matter. You didn't make it.
That one doesn't cry.
I don't know what it was for. I was still trying to get that sleep out my eye.
All right, guys, this has been great. Good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Be in the single.
In the single.
Don't be in the single. Be intertwined.
Right. And Big Mama stay out the club. You need to get some wisdom to give somebody around here.
And they sure be big.
All these little whippersnappers.
No, they ain't little. The big mama be big.
Yeah, Big Mama big.
Big mama here with Daisy Deuce on saying
Big Mama
you're not
got
gonna
on
body shame them.
Big Mama got on the weight shaper. She's trying to get snatched around here.
All right. Bless and peace and peace.
Peace and blessings unto you.
Unto you.
And we out here.
Hit the mash your button.
Which button? This one?
Good
Love
night, y'all.
Peace.